Most people dismiss this feeling. They call it restlessness or ambition or midlife crisis, depending on their age. But you can't shake it because it's not coming from your circumstances. It's coming from something deeper, something that knows you're capable of more than you're currently expressing. Let me tell you what's actually happening. You're waking up, not in the morning sense, but in the consciousness sense. And the process of waking up is profoundly disorienting because everything that felt solid starts to feel like a stage set. The relationships that seemed meaningful begin to feel scripted. The goals that drove you forward suddenly appear arbitrary. Even your own personality, the one you've been maintaining so carefully, starts to feel like a costume you've been wearing for too long. This isn't a breakdown, it's a breakthrough trying to happen. But here's where it gets tricky. Your mind doesn't understand the difference. To your mind, anything unfamiliar registers as dangerous, so it does what it's designed to do. It tries to pull you back into the familiar, into the patterns and routines that feel safe because they're known. You've probably noticed yourself doing this. You feel the pull towards something new, something more aligned with what you're becoming, and immediately your mind floods you with reasons why it's impractical or impossible or irresponsible. It shows you all the ways you could fail. It reminds you of your obligations, your limitations, your past mistakes, and most effectively, it whispers that you're being selfish or delusional for wanting more than what you already have. But what if that voice isn't wisdom? What if it's just fear dressed in reasonable clothing? Think about the last time you felt truly alive, not happy in the comfortable sense, but alive in the electric sense, where everything felt clear and possible and right. I'm willing to bet it wasn't during your normal routine. It was probably during a moment of disruption, a moment where you stepped outside the familiar and touched something real. That aliveness is your baseline. That's what you're actually designed to feel most of the time. The numbness you've been experiencing, the sense that you're going through the motions, that's not normal. That's what happens when a consciousness outgrows its container, but doesn't yet know how to break free. You see, there's a version of your life where you keep playing it safe, where you honor all the expectations and maintain all the relationships and pursue all the goals that make sense on paper. And that version isn't terrible. It's comfortable. It's stable. You can predict how it unfolds. But here's what nobody tells you about that path. Every year you stay on it, that whisper gets quieter. Not because you've found peace, but because you've learned to stop listening. 20 years from that choice, you'll be sitting somewhere comfortable, surrounded by everything you worked for, and you'll feel a strange hollowness. You'll wonder why achievement doesn't taste the way you thought it would, why success feels like you're winning a game you didn't actually want to play, and in quiet moments, you'll catch yourself staring out windows, feeling that old whisper like an echo from a life you almost lived. The alternative is scarier in the short term, but infinitely more alive. It requires you to stop performing the version of yourself that everyone expects. It means disappointing people who've grown comfortable with who you've been. It demands that you trust something you can't see yet over everything you can currently touch. This path doesn't come with guarantees. You can't know where it leads before you start walking, and that uncertainty is precisely what makes most people turn back. But something in you already knows you're not most people. You've felt it your entire life, that sense of being slightly out of sync with the world around you. The conversations that everyone else finds satisfying leave you feeling empty. The achievements that others celebrate feel hollow to you. The life that's supposed to be enough somehow isn't. You've probably spent years trying to fix this feeling, thinking something was wrong with you for not being content with a good life. But what if nothing is wrong? What if you're simply receiving a signal that others aren't tuned into? What if your dissatisfaction isn't a flaw, but a compass? The people who changed things, who created things, who lived lives that mattered beyond their own comfort, they all felt the same pull. They all stood at this same crossroads, and the only difference between them and everyone else who felt it was that they trusted the pull more than they feared the unknown. Right now, you're at that exact crossroads. One direction leads back to the familiar, to the life that makes sense to everyone around you. The other direction leads into territory you can't map yet, toward a version of yourself that exists only as potential right now. Most people choose the first path. They choose it every single day through small compromises and quiet surrenders. They choose it by staying in relationships that feel safe but empty, by pursuing careers that impress others but drain them, by filling their lives with noise so they don't have to hear that persistent whisper asking for something more. And here's what's tragic about that choice. It's not that their lives become terrible. It's that their lives become fine. Just fine. And fine is the most dangerous word in the human language because it's comfortable enough to settle for, but hollow enough to slowly destroy you. You can build an entire existence on fine. You can have a fine job and a fine house and fine relationships. You can look successful to everyone who sees you from the outside. But inside, you'll know. You'll always know that you chose safety over truth, that you honored other people's comfort over your own becoming, that you let fear make your decisions while courage watched from the sidelines. The question you're facing right now isn't whether you should feel differently about your current life. That ship has sailed. Your system has already decided that something needs to change. The question is whether you're brave enough to honor what your system is telling you. Because here's the thing about transformation. It doesn't wait for permission. It doesn't wait until you have a plan or until the timing is perfect or until everyone around you understands. It starts happening the moment you stop resisting it, and everything in your life that isn't aligned with your next evolution will begin to naturally fall away. This terrifies people because it looks like loss. Your friends might not understand the changes you're making. Your family might worry that you're going through a crisis. People who knew the old, you might not know what to do with the new you. And yes, that's uncomfortable, but staying small to keep others comfortable is a terrible trade. You're not losing people. You're discovering who was meant to walk with you and who was only ever meant to walk beside the version of you that you've outgrown. The right people won't be threatened by your evolution. They'll be inspired by it. They'll see your courage to change as permission for their own transformation. What you're experiencing right now, this strange emptiness where nothing satisfies you anymore, it's not happening to you. It's happening for you. Your inner wisdom is systematically removing your attachment to anything that would keep you playing small. It's creating space for something that matches your actual frequency rather than the frequency you've been performing. But you have to meet it halfway. You have to stop trying to force yourself back into old patterns. Stop asking yourself why you can't just be happy with what you have. Stop treating your evolution like it's a problem to be solved. Your disinterest in everything familiar isn't depression, it's clarity. Your system knows what you need before your mind does. So what do you actually do with this information? You start listening differently. When something feels heavy, instead of powering through it, you ask why. When someone drains your energy, instead of forcing the connection, you create space. When an opportunity excites everyone else but leaves you cold, you trust that response instead of overriding it. You start making choices based on what expands you rather than what makes sense. You say yes to things that scare you in an exciting way and no to things that bore you in a safe way. You let yourself be pulled toward what calls you even when you can't explain why it's calling. This requires a different kind of faith than you've needed before. Not faith that everything will work out perfectly, but faith that becoming yourself is worth whatever it costs. That living aligned is better than living approved. That your one wild, precious, unrepeatable life is too valuable to spend performing a role that no longer fits. The version of you that's trying to emerge right now, the one that's making everything feel wrong, isn't trying to destroy your life. It's trying to save it. It's trying to rescue you from a future of comfort without aliveness, success without meaning, safety without joy. You already know what you need to do, not the details, not the steps, but the direction you've known for a while now. The only question left is whether you're ready to stop pretending you don't know, whether you're ready to stop waiting for a sign when you've already received 1,000 signs, whether you're ready to honor the pull towards something undefined over the push towards something expected. The life you're meant to live is waiting on the other side of your willingness to disappoint people, on the other side of your need for certainty, on the other side of your attachment to who you've been. It's been waiting this entire time, and it will keep waiting until you're finally ready to meet it. The whisper you've been hearing isn't going to get louder. It's going to get quieter if you keep ignoring it. Not because it gives up on you, but because you get better at drowning it out. You learn to fill every silence with distraction, every moment of uncertainty with busyness, every question with someone else's answer. But right now, in this moment, you can still hear it clearly. You know exactly what it's asking of you. You know what needs to change, what needs to end, what needs to begin. You know which direction pulls you forward, even though it terrifies you. The choice has already been made, actually. Your soul made it the moment you started feeling this restlessness. The only thing left is whether your actions will catch up to what you already know, whether you'll trust what's emerging more than you fear what you're leaving behind. This isn't about having courage for one big leap. It's about having courage for the next small step, and then the one after that. It's about choosing alignment over approval, one decision at a time, until you look up and realize you're living a completely different life. You're not broken for wanting more. You're awake. And once you're awake, you can't go back to sleep just because sleep was comfortable. You can only move forward into whatever's calling you, trusting that the discomfort of growth is infinitely more alive than the comfort of stagnation. The life that's waiting for you won't look like anyone else's path. It can't. It's yours, built from your specific longings, your particular gifts, your unique way of seeing the world. Stop trying to make it make sense to people who aren't living it. Start trusting that the pull you feel is real, even when you can't explain it. You already know what happens next. The only question is when you'll finally let it begin.